Hello and welcome to Trend Tracker. So today we're going to go over the functionality on each of the pages. The first page we're going to see is the live tracker. This is going to show you what the current trend state of the markets are today. So when you get here, there's going to be different views depending on your tier. So if you're free, it's obviously just a bit of a sample. If you're a standard user, you're going to be able to access some of these things, but you're not going to see everything. There's going to be trend scores that are hidden for single stock futures as well. There's going to be a stock and futures search bar that's going to be missing. So we're going to look at the premium since it's the full picture. The standard sort order is going to show up here. It's going to show stocks first and then go into kind of the popularity of futures markets and what people would want to look at. If you want to resort them, it will resort the market sectors alphabetically. It'll also be able to sort by trend, which means the strongest trending markets, be that up or down. Stock indexes is the highest uptrending. Cryptos are the highest downtrending. So it aggregates the scores. So you can switch that view and see what's the strongest trending markets. And then from there, look at the individual market tiles to see if it's in an uptrend or a downtrend. The next thing we're going to look at is the all market score. So this is actually going to provide a trend environment for the entire global macro scene. If you sum up everything, what's the current trend index barometer, right? How strong are the trends overall? As you can tell from looking at markets for the last month and a half, we've just been kind of waiting up and down. There's been a bit of movement again in energies, but that's after a pretty big beatdown. Stocks came off a big rally. So you're seeing a lot of things that are sitting with the banded caution arrows. So we're still in a general uptrend, but if you're looking holistically, the higher the score is, the more linear market moves are going to be in general. The lower it is, the more chop and back and forth you're going to see. The stock market search, it's market and stock search. So it's going to show any futures market, including where there are single stock futures. But there's also, at this point, around 2,000 individual stocks. So here's a good example: is SanDisk. SanDisk is a very popular stock, but it does not have a single stock futures market coming. However, there is a notation that the stock data for non-single stock futures is still in a beta mode. Now, if we look at maybe a companion stock here, Micron. Micron does have futures, so you're going to see that trend score number is in yellow. If there is not a single stock futures market, if it's in a beta state, it's going to show up in red. You will see two entries. They're going to find the same data. So that's the gist of this page. What's happening right now? Where are things? What do you want to look for? Do you want to look at metals? We've seen a really pronounced downtrend, especially in the volatile precious metals, palladium, silver, platinum. We've started to see a bit of move up on energy, but nothing's really broken up out of the caution state yet. So the trend is firming back up, but it's just not there yet. If you are looking to take this data and do something with it yourself, there is a premium markets export for all, where it says markets, that's all futures markets, including single stock futures. Premium stocks is the 2,000 stocks. So that's a different set of data. But again, this is pulling all this information and more so you can run it into a CSV and do what data manipulation you want in Excel or Python or anything else. There is a help section here. It's just I'm going to show you kind of a legend or a key here, right? So an uptrend is delineated by a blue up arrow. A caution state is delineated by the bars, right? So uptrend is the strongest. Uptrend caution means it's still in an uptrend, but it's weakened. Downtrend caution means it's a downtrend, but it's still in its infancy or it's weak. Downtrend means full downtrend. So there's also some you'll see no downtrend. One of those examples would be in cryptocurrencies. You have some futures contracts that they just don't have enough history, right? They're just not there long enough. So they might have some trending properties. I do put a trend score with them. I want you to have some insight, but know that you're not going to get a long-term trend on a market that hasn't been around for a long time. So that's why that's there. There is also an FAQ. That's where we have just some general comments about the site. The videos that I'm posting will show up in here. So quick access to the page-by-page videos will be in here as well.